what are those conversations you're having with governments and leaders? And what are the key threats that every nation and business face at the moment?
So I think the thing we have to do is we have this meantime situation, but it's heading to a situation that's more difficult too. So if I give you a context of 2.7 billion devices are predicted to be connected to 5G by 2025, we're going to make this situation I'm describing worse. And at Flying Binary, in our research arena, we already have 6G and 7G arenas in the lab. We haven't launched our commercial products yet, but they're out there. So this is not going away. And a cyber risk scenario is not the one we've dealt with pre-pandemic for most organizations. And why is that? The conversations I'm having in boardrooms across the nations are, we need to look at distributed, not a centralized architecture. So work from home is not just the only element of that. It's a different business model that addresses these cyber risks. So actually just changing your commercial model is not going to be enough. And the threat-based approaches, let's lock this down, let's man that firewall, that won't work with any of this. And even if you manage to make it work now, from a FutureScape point of view, and FutureScape is only 2025, it won't work then. So the risk-based approaches are the core conversations I'm having. It doesn't matter what sector it is, it doesn't matter what nation I'm talking to. And edge services, those services you've got locked down, they're just not required. And so what we're looking at is how do we manage a cyber risk across the core services, which, that's cloud, work from home has predominantly been cloud anyway, and the endpoint services, whether that be a robot, whether that be a sensor, whether that be, a mobile phone. And so those are the conversations that are driving the changes, because we're going to have to invest in cyber and addressing these new risks. But what are the key things that we need to be looking at and investing in? And those are the key conversations I'm having. I've obviously made this not sector specific, not country specific, but if you're not having those conversations, then you're really not preparing yourself, not just for now, but the very near future, which is 5 years hence.